subscribe. Tariq Radio. Like and subscribe.
All right. All right, everybody come on through. Everybody come on through, ladies and gentlemen. We are waiting on everybody to come on through here. With respect, how's everybody doing? How's everybody living? Everybody come on through. We are now getting it cracking. Everybody give us a share. Share the space. Share the live. And we're going to get those likes up. Let's get those likes up to like 500,000 today. Let's get 500,000 likes up today. That's the goal. We're going to try to get 500,000 likes up. I'm live early right now, so respect to everybody. Everybody come on in. How y'all living? While you're coming on in, let me start shouting out some of the FBA family. Let me shout some of them out. Basha. Let me see. Y'all come on in. Amara. Let me see who we got. FBA Nate in the building. Y'all come on through. Come on through, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we got Ian. Shout out to Ian. We got I Love Bira Tacos. Shout out to that. What's going on, State of Mind? I'm good, man. Let's go. Mozzie FBA in the building. Respect to the family. Oh, everybody come on in. We're in here. We're in the building. We're going to get some calls shortly. Oh, shout out to Mignon. Shout out to Mignon for the rose. Thank you so much, beloved. First thing, family, rest in power to our great foundational Black American brother singer, D'Angelo. The singer D'Angelo, he passed, and love and light to his family. The brother was 51 years old. The brother, they said he had prostate cancer, from what I understand, and they said he'd been down bad for a while, and the family was just kind of on the hush-hush about him. A phenomenal musician, man. That's just very tragic. And the tragic thing is his ex, Angie Stone, she passed earlier this year. And she was a muse for him. A lot of folks don't know. She was his muse. She was the one who kind of gave him a lot of inspiration to make a lot of those classic joints he made. And they have a child together. He's when I say child, he's an adult now. They have an adult son. So respect to him, respect and condolences to the son for losing both parents in the same year, and they were relatively young. So showing love and light to them. But respect. We want to celebrate our brother's life. So y'all bump your D'Angelo songs today and all week. Respect to that. But I want to keep the energy up. I don't want to have a somber vibe, but I just had to give a shout out to my good brother D'Angelo. I was a huge fan. That's just a phenomenal brother, phenomenal musician. All right, so let's get some things cracking in here. What's a West Coast news? Respect. All right, let's get some stuff cracking in here. And the phone lines are open. We talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. It's all about you. It's all about you guys. So whatever y'all want to talk about, let's just talk about it. Let me start getting folks up here. That's how we do it. We politic, chop it up, and see what's popping. Who is this? Who is this here? Cha-Cha?
Hey, what's up, Tariq?
Hey, Miss Cha-Cha, how are you, dear?
I'm good. I just want to let you know, you got TikTok in a frenzy,
Oh, yeah.
It's funny to watch this energy, because even before you came in here, you had a lot of these pan goofies and stuff all up in their feelings and stuff like that. And now that you on here, you really got them in the uproar. Like, it's good to see them scrambling the way they are. That's sort of thing I came up here to really say. Shout out to the FBA family. Shout out to the indigenous family because a lot of us do have knowledge of self.
Yes.
We know we was here before the beginning of European time, and
Hmm.
we tried to express that, and we always met with, oh, well, where's your sources? And I'm glad you spoke about that yesterday. These people did want to catch clout now. They were the unpopular kids. You could
Hmm.
tell they was always getting slapped in the back of their neck in high school, and, and stuff like that. And you really got them in the frenzy. Keep your foot on their neck, yo.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate that. I'm going to talk about some of the indigenous Aboriginal crowd. Thank you so much. Son Jarrell,
Yes, how you doing, Tariq?
I'm good, brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to see if you can share a little bit. I've been hearing a lot of stuff about, and I wanted to get your opinion on this about the Americas actually being the true land of ancient Egypt. You heard anything about that, or anything you can
I've
share about that?
heard that. I've heard that, and the Mississippi River was really the Nile. So I've heard stuff like that, but it's just been all over the place. And when you want to get a real clear understanding, it gets into a lot of gibberish. So I've heard something like that, but nothing really concrete.
Gotcha. Appreciate you sharing.
Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah.
All right, let's get who we got? Shout out to somebody got a lot of noise going on over here. Is this Siobhan? Shabu?
What's up? When they first told me you was on TikTok, I could not believe it.
Yeah. Hmm. I'm
What's
here.
up, though, man? How's your family?
I'm good, man. How you doing, Shabu?
Nah, I can't complain. We talked before, a minute ago when you was talking about the food, when you was talking to that tether about soul food and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
And we
yeah,
spoke,
yeah.
yeah,
What's
yeah,
up?
we spoke before. You spoke to my homeboy the other day. Nobody. You from the same hood? We from Harlem.
Oh, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah,
That, that's
yeah,
what's up.
but yeah, man. Really, for one, I can't wait for you to come out with the next Hidden Colors film. You talked about that as well. Is there any update on that?
Yeah, we're still working on it now. I'm doing some more filming actually this week. I'll probably be filming Thursday or Friday, so we're still working on that. But thank you so much, brother. Let me get a couple of more calls in here. Let's get oh damn Florida.
Hey, Tariq.
Hey,
You know,
Miss Florida, how are you?
good, good. Tariq, I just wanted to ask you a question because I'm originally from Compton,
Oh, cool.
Hanan, and Reza and them are my family.
Hmm.
So I'm now in Florida.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, I've never experienced this type of black racism until I moved to Florida with the Caribbeans and
Mm.
the non FBAs,
Hmm.
especially being from California. We're just dealing with the brown racism. But when I
Right.
came here, it's real black racism.
Hmm.
And people don't believe it because in LA, like we stick together. If something pop off, it's going down. Out here, if something pops off, I got to find out who's FBA and who's going to have my back.
Oh man,
It's wild out
they'll
here.
join the police with against your ass down there, man.
Yeah.
Man, they'll be right there, like, "Hey, there he is, get him." They'll be right there pointing you out. Yeah. So
And
yeah,
they shame us for being black Americans out here, Tariq. If I'm like, I mean, they'll laugh at us if we got like fried chicken, mac and cheese. There, it's like our food is nasty. It's wild in Florida. It's
mhm.
nothing like
While they
being
got
in Compton
fried
or
bush
LA.
meat, while they got fried bush meat sandwiches all up in their crib, talking greasy. They need they. I know how they get down, man. So yeah, don't even trip on them. They try to project a lot of inferiority complexes onto us, and we ain't going for that. But thank you, beloved. Um,
Okay.
Let me see what happened to Brother King. I was gonna have him up. Uh, I was gonna have King up here. I don't know what happened. King, if you can hop back up, I don't know what happened, brother. I'm still learning these little buttons and nooks and crannies here. Oh, let me, King Lee, I see you, but let me have you back up. I don't know. We got a disconnect, and I wanted you to go ahead and chime in.
Hey, brother Tariq, how you doing today, bro?
I'm good, King. How you doing, sir?
Doing all right, man. Hey, listen, I was thinking, right, to end all the bullshit, what need to happen is you need to make a documentary about FBAs, bro.
Mm, I might do that because when it's people listen. Thank you for the call. Let me listen. When people listen, There's no confusion. Like on TikTok, you see a lot of people running around here talking about there's a lot of confusion about FBA. There's too much confusion in the Aboriginal this and the FBA that, and there is no confusion. Can we be clear? Can we talk turkey family? There's no confusion because our lineage designation is real simple. It's the black people who are here, who didn't come from immigrant backgrounds. That's all that a foundational Black American is. It's that simple. Anything else, people are trying to make it more complicated than what it is. Okay? We are foundational Black Americans. If your lineage goes to the beginning of the building of this country, you are foundational Black Americans. And when I came here on TikTok, hard body, we started seeing a lot of this thing where there was some Aboriginal beef or whatever. Okay, there's no beef. Listen, with Aboriginals, we got to really address that. There's two types of people who claim Aboriginal indigenous. Indigenous usually, that's kind of a separate thing within itself. But with the Aboriginal people, there's two types that we see. When people say, hey, we're Aboriginal Americans, there are two types, ladies and gentlemen. There are people who are genuinely Aboriginal to here in North America. And many of them, they'll use FBA interchangeably. Okay? Which, that's fine. I've used Aboriginal many times because there were Black Aboriginal people here in North America. I've used that several times. And a lot of times they'll just use that interchangeably. It's the same thing. An Aboriginal American and a foundational Black American, same thing. All right? And many people who are genuinely true Aboriginal Americans, they understand that. And I've seen many of them use it interchangeably. That's fine. But you got something else going on too we're going to have to address, because I've seen some shit on here that I don't know why y'all not addressing this. You got some backdoor Aboriginals, okay? Let's get this thing straight. Y'all got some backdoor Aboriginals here. Okay, I want y'all to feel where I'm going with this. There are some backdoor ass Aboriginals who's using word games to slide in and tether onto the lineage. And I don't know why y'all ain't been catching some of this shit. I don't know why y'all ain't catching some of this stuff. Because listen, you can tell one of these backdoor Aboriginals when they call up and they sound real hostile for no reason towards us using the term foundational Black American, and it's just real unexplained, and the hostility is just like over the top. Hey, Tariq, listen, with all that old FBA stuff, we is Aboriginal. See, if you knew that, see, you ain't got the knowledge like I got. And when they start all that, now usually that's when people are hostile, literally for no reason, and they're not giving you straight answers. If you're really, okay, like, let's dialogue. And they're not giving you no straight answers. They're talking in circles. They start plebiscite babbling. People do that when they have something to hide, family. Okay? Let's just understand human nature. When people hop in and we're supposed to have a conversation and then everything is, they off the rip, unexplainably hostile, and what they're saying never makes any real sense, and they just start using plebiscite babble. You see, they're hiding something. People do that when they're trying to hide something. And what I'm seeing, a lot of these people, and I've seen a couple of Latinos try to pull this, like my people who follow me on Twitter. We have a troll who's like, I think he's Puerto Rican or something. His name is Rodrigo. Some of y'all familiar with Rodrigo. And he's a troll, but he's kind of funny, but he's a troll nonetheless. And he's Puerto Rican, but he's always getting in talking about he's a foundational Black American. Now, I'm foundational Black American too. I'm a foundation because my abuela is Black, and we from the Taino Indians, and the Tainos, they were back and forth over here, so I'm foundational Black American too. So a lot of them try that tactic. A lot of these people who are running around here talking about their Aboriginal Americans, they're actually Caribbean Many of them are actually Caribbean. And their argument is, since my people are from the Caribbean, and there were Arawaks and Tainos and Black Caribs in the Caribbean who, for thousands of years, were going back and forth to the American mainland, probably Florida and places like that. Since I'm a part of that, and they back in the past were coming to North America, then that makes me Aboriginal to America too. That's the little backdoor con game that they're trying to run. You understand? A lot of them are doing this. I heard a space last night. It was some drunk dude. He was like, "Yeah, man, we Aboriginal. I'm more Aboriginal than all of y'all. We Aboriginal. We shouldn't say foundational. We Aboriginal." And somebody, one of the foundational Black American families, like, "Hey man, where you from?" My family's from Belize, but yeah, we were Aboriginal. Oh, so if you let people talk, the truth will start coming out. When you let them talk, the truth will start coming out. Yeah, Haitians do that shit with Creole. Yeah, that's why they always try to, they'll use a couple of things to kind of backdoor their way into it. They'll try to use New Orleans, like Creole. Yeah, the Haitians had Creoles in New Orleans, and Haiti is one of the same. You know, Haiti is the north part of the Caribbean. So my people are Haitian, and a lot of Haitians are in Louisiana. So I'm Aboriginal too. So those are some of the right. You said somebody said a Haitian girl said Haitians were the American Indians. Yeah, that's the little con game they're trying to do. That's the con. So the term foundational tears them up. That busts up that whole argument. Because when you're foundational, that means you built the United States. You are foundational to building the United States. So that busts up all of that backdoor Aboriginal talk if you're trying to go that route. You see? That's why they have such a problem with the term foundational. So you got to watch these people who use these bad faith arguments and understand why they're doing it. Because, see, a lot of times these people get to arguing and talking in circles. They're not trying to clarify anything. They're trying to hide it. So when you start asking about lineage, they start abandoning logic, and then they start diving into pseudo plebiscite babble. Listen, I'm the copper-colored autochthonous people of the land. Dude, yeah, okay, dude, no. They start doing all this vague trolling and all that stuff. They start crashing out when you start asking them some thorough questions. Okay, give me some scholarship. Give me whatever you're saying. Just present it. Let's talk about it. I'm down to hear it. No, you just don't understand. See, the thing is, you over there with all that money. Then they start getting into personal shit. Then they start getting into that bullshit. They don't go into their history. I noticed that. Y'all notice when they come up here and you start asking questions like, okay, brother, you okay? Listen, Tariq, I am not foundation. I ain't got no African in me. I ain't got now drop of African. Okay? I'm from the Melungeon tribe. I ain't got no African in me. I'm Aboriginal. I'm near. Okay. So how did you avoid being lumped in with other Black people? How did you avoid that? That don't matter. See, what matters is, okay. How come? That's why none of these people, whenever they come up, they start crashing out, and then try to blame us for making them crash out. When they call up, whenever these people call up, y'all notice I'm so calm. Because I don't have a problem. Whatever you want to identify with, I don't give a shit. I'm not your leader. Shit, you can say you're a Martian from the planet Risk or whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't care. But when you come up hostile, what's all this hostility about? Okay, explain your I don't even know what your argument is for the most part. And they can never explain what the real argument is because they're hiding something. Then they start crashing out. We had this one dude who called up yesterday. I looked at his page. To be honest, that page looks like a textbook FBI CIA page. It looks like those pages that gets exposed for being paid op pages. I mean, everything about that page looked just real oppy, just a bunch of repetitive information. No, the guy ain't got no pictures of himself, just a lot of repetitive. When these people are just posting a whole bunch of weird documents out of context, that's some Fed shit, to be honest. And the name of the game is to not bring any type of clarity. The name of the game is to get in these circles and just spread misinformation and just talk crazy and not make any sense. The goal is to never make sense. You understand? So the thing is, a lot of these people are really Caribbean, and what they're trying to do, they're trying to claim U.S. soil retroactively. See, they got Caribbean roots, and they understand that foundational Black American, that you got to have ties here on this soil, and a lot of times connections to slavery. You descendants of slaves. Since they're not descendants of slaves in America, that's why they crash out. I ain't nobody. I wasn't no slave. I wasn't no slave in America. I wasn't no slave. Y'all talking about I wasn't no slave. I was in a mound in a teepee for 400 years. They never got my people. There's always some bullshit. Yeah? These are Caribbeans talking this dumb shit. They're trying to rewrite history from the perspective of the Black Caribs, the Hainos, the Arawaks, and all these people, these folks who were in the Caribbean, but sometimes traveled to the North American mainland. So that's them. They're trying to backdoor their way through that. Yeah. They're trying to be slick. And their arguments are always circular because they can't prove their lineage. They can't. I got the documents. No, you don't. You don't. You don't have no documents. So they get into this vague, myth-based bullshit. Then they start talking about, well, listen, I got a map of the Grand Canyon before it became a canyon. It was an ocean, and that we floated on that ocean. I got proof. I got maps of Shangri-La. I got a map from Shangri-La. See, first of all, we had to go to the North Pole. We had to go underground. From underground, there's a shortcut you could take from Haiti to the United States. That you wouldn't know about that, Tariq. You wouldn't know about that. That's some shit you wouldn't know about. All right. Okay, nigga. Oh, God. See, I'm bringing too much heat for Tariq. You heard me? Then they get in these little struggle rooms. You heard what I told Tariq. He didn't know what to do about Shangri-La. I hit him with the Shangri-La. Shut your asses up with this dumbass talk. Y'all stop playing games with this stupid shit. All right? And let's start just being realistic and just start telling the truth and stop all these games. It's too much game playing here. Yeah? And then these folks notice they always get into these straw man arguments. That's what that shit is. When people are constantly getting into straw man arguments, that's them trying to hide something. They're always trying to straw man about me. All that whining about me, those are deflections so that y'all won't ask questions about who they really are. So y'all won't start questioning, hey, what the hell are these people actually talking about? What's their angle? What's their angle? That's why all those straw man arguments, those are smoke screens. And the Tethers do it. Tethers do a lot of the straw man arguing too. And another thing too, let me say this. The Tethers try to do this from Africa. The African Tethers try to do the same thing. There's a little back door that they try to go through. Let me put y'all up on that. The Tethers try to go through the back door from Africa. They'll try to pull a backdoor land grab over here too by using the Gullah Geechees. Yeah, those African Tethers will say, well, the Gullah Geechees, they acknowledge they are African and I'm African. So we are part of the Gullah Geechees, those are our descendants. And since they've been over there, we got some Aboriginal lineage too. They'll try to latch onto the Gullah Geechees. Yeah. So yeah, these people are full of it. Y'all got to watch these little con games and all of this misplaced anger and all this plebiscite babble. You got a bunch of con people on here. And then they start getting in all of these straw man ass arguments But Tariq, he wrote Mackin books. That's a straw man. Don't be all these FBAs. These FBA, they secret Pan African. They're just saying stuff. They just start saying anything. Yeah, those circular ass arguments, those are smoke screens for a hidden identity. These debates, that's why they don't go nowhere. And that's by intention. If they intentionally don't go anywhere. So they can avoid concrete evidence. They want the confusion to be deliberate. Yeah, they want to sit here and babble incessantly. Number one, just to sow confusion. Also, just to get clicks, likes, and a little paper, because nobody else is going to pay attention to them. Some people use dumbassness in order to get attention. It's like a child who nobody plays with. If you go out here and break a window and flatten somebody's tire or throw a brick at a house, well, you get attention. You just got to do something dumb or say something dumb to get attention. And all that projection and hostility, that constant aggressive, weird energy towards activists like us, it's not rooted in logic. That's rooted in guilt, exposure, and jealousy. So they're coming from an emotional place. Yeah? And then they do the 4 T's. They start crashing out. Yeah? And then they start projecting and doing all the name calling immediately. We talk to these people. We try to have a conversation with them. And when we start, notice they start crashing out when you just want to get logical answers. They're like, listen, Tariq, first of all, I am Aboriginal. We shouldn't use a foundational because, see, we've been here for thousands of years on this land all through the Americas. I have no African in me. So we shouldn't use those terms because those are improper terms based on my lineage. I can trace my lineage. I know my genealogy. I know where my people been. Okay, so sir, what tribe historically has your family been in? See, that's why you a plant. That's why you asking me. That's what a plant would ask. That's a grifter, a sellout, an agent. Yeah, that's from the FBI playbook to just start crashing out and projecting a lot of names onto people. Okay, that's what you're doing. Okay, we see you. A lot of you are exposing yourselves. And really, the real agenda is to tether on to foundational Black American benefits. You want to sneak a backdoor into reparations, land claims, cultural recognition. So you want to blur the lines so when the policies or the resources are given to foundational Black Americans, you can slide in. You can keep hollering about you Aboriginal, and then when we start, because we got reparations that's gonna come. They keep doing some of these pump fake reparations. They're doing some more out here in California. They're doing one in Detroit. My family just sent me a little bullshit reparations package that they got. That's like some house loan, something, but that we're gonna reject. So they know that they're gonna have to come with real reparations, and that's coming. That's coming. So they're doing a lot of pump faking now, but it's coming, and people see that it's coming. So a lot of the tethers are trying to backdoor their way into it. Yeah. And then that's why they try to bait us activists who's standing on foundational Black American lineage business. They want to get us into pointless debates, which we're not wasting time with that. They're not trying to gain clarity. You know, they want to create confusion. They want to get clout. They want to misinterpret basic terms intentionally, create fake outrage. It's all psyops. And yeah, many of these Caribbeans, they're trying to bypass immigration history, just like that big tooth tether who called in, was it yesterday? I forgot, talking about Haiti, this, and I'm like, he was bringing up Haiti. I'm like, well, Haitians, why did Haitians have to immigrate here? They didn't have to immigrate here. So when you just start saying anything, okay, sit down and get out the conversation. Yeah? So yeah, they know that they can't claim foundational Black American lineage, so you just want to backdoor your claim and get into some vague Black Caribs or Taino. That's just a con. That's a little backdoor con they're trying to do, family. All right, let me get some people in here. Boy, we got a lot of folks in here. Let's get the people in here. Let me talk to you, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start getting folks up in here. All right. Let's get. Hold on, damn it! Every time I try to add people, it does weird stuff. Okay. All right. Let me start adding. I'm gonna add some random folks in here. I'm gonna just start adding people. Hold on 1 second, because we do have a lot of people, and we almost got 1,000 people in the room. And I appreciate everybody for coming on in. Respect to you. Let's try. Let's try Jordan. Blackbeard. What's up, Blackbeard?
What's going on, man?
How you doing, Black?
All right, now I'm confused to why people so angry and stuff about um man. I don't understand why
I
people
just
mad
know
at.
that
I'm trying to watch my words and stuff because I don't want
well, it's
the
called
page to
it's
get
called
flagged.
Siraki, but they have other. You're right, they do have. Yeah, it's called Siraki. Yeah,
Was
yeah,
that
it's called
too much?
Yes, sir. Sorry about that.
Okay. Is that your sound in the background, brother?
Yeah, that's me. I'm actually on two things at one time, brother. Sorry about
Oh,
that. I'm on
okay.
a
Hold on. I'm
Telegram as
gonna get
well.
with you. Two. Can you mute yourself? Let me talk to Blackbeard real
Yes, sir.
quickly.
Yes, sir. I'll mute myself right now.
Blackbeard, go ahead, brother. Finish your thing, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was trying to say that I don't understand why people so mad at what we choose to do and what we choose to call ourselves. And I'm confused to why they worried about what we got going on over here. I don't know nobody that even know what they got going on and what's going on with them, but they so concerned about us. Everybody be concerned about us, and that shit just got me so
Yeah, man. Yeah, because it's excluding them, and they know it. Us delineating, it's excluding them. So a lot of people are trying to backdoor their way into it. They've been trying to do that. Where's the brother? Too much. Go ahead, too.
Oh yeah, I'm here, brother. Oh yeah, man. I'm excited to see you on TikTok, man. I've been watching you on YouTube and on Twitter, man. So I'm glad you're over on this side, man. We're kind of doing our own thing out here, putting it down, and we've been smashing on these Africans, on these Caribbeans, and on people just getting the lineage wrong, man. You know, I just got lineage verified through TBAT, the Black American Tribe. I'm in the city, and we're linking up, and we're doing some amazing things. And we got an FBA coin that's going to be coming out soon, brother. And I think you should be a part of it. I sent you an email already before. I've been to your. I'm in California. I've been
Oh,
to
cool.
the museum as well.
Oh, cool.
And we got to talk, man. We're doing some big things. We got a Telegram, almost 100 people in Telegram. We got about 1,000 people over on the Discord, and we're working on some phenomenal things for our people, man. So
Oh,
I'm
that's
excited.
beautiful, man. Man, well, we'll chop it up, man, and yeah, come back. We got another event at the museum coming up in November, so come on through, man, so we can really chop it up face to face, brother. No doubt. Let's get Leonard, Mr. Leonard. Leonard, Mr. Leonard, you okay? Leonard, Leonard, did you giggle? Was that you giggling, Leonard?
That was wisdom.
Okay. Yo, Leonard, you all right? You good? Okay, I think Leonard might be delivering some Postmates. Winsome, what's up, Winsome?
What's going down, brother? So I just had a couple of questions for you.
Go ahead,
So,
brother.
number one, I wanted to know how you maintain that motivation, man. So there's so many barriers and so many obstacles when it comes to um, moving.
Hold on. What the hell? Okay, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, like I was saying, it's so many obstacles when it comes to trying to get the FBAs to move forward. I'm just trying to figure out your formula for maintaining that motivation that you have, brother.
Yeah, man, very good point, man. Basically, man, all I do, we just got to, the formula is to really keep things simple, man. A lot of times people make things more complicated than what it really is. And that's by design. My thing is I like to make things as simple as possible. We can get a lot of things done. It don't need to be rocket science. We are a distinct lineage group. We're foundational to this country. We are more unique to this land than any other group. And we have a very righteous and legitimate claim for justice grievance. We are the culture here in America. So we have to really honor and respect our culture. And it's just that simple. We've been sitting here playing giving our culture away to so many different people. And all we had to do is just stop doing that. We have to stop doing it. We have to gatekeep. We have to protect our culture, protect our lineage, protect our legacy. And just, it's that simple. And then everything else can build up from there. Now, let me get some more people. There was the lady who called up. I don't know, with some stuff going on. I hope she's all right. Sound like a lot of things was going on in the background. Let's get, hold on. Every time I try to add some people, it starts jumping all over the place. All right. What's up, the Black Receipt? I see you, brother. A lot of folks coming over from the Tizu, from Twitter. Okay. Let me see who we got. Let me see who we got in here. And some of these people, what we don't do, I'm not about to give people clout, because there's some people out here who don't really want to have a real dialogue. You just got people who are just trying to literally get clout. And they're just saying anything that so that people will look at them, and we're not going to give you a platform. Okay, what's up? Who is this? Is that B? Is that B?
What's up? This is Vibe, Tariq. What's going on, brother? How you doing, my man?
Hey, what's up, Bob? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing pretty good, brother. I'm glad you're on TikTok, man. You a great influence to the Black American community, FBA community for sure.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, a lot of people don't understand. A lot of these tethers don't understand. You've been around, man, the scene for a very long time, and we trust your, advocacy pretty much. See, a lot of these tethers, they haven't had your books. They never really seen your advocacy and what you taught, foundational Black Americans for a very long time in our households. You've been around for damn near 30 years.
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know, a lot, and that makes you more credible. See, I
Right.
don't like a Negro just coming in and you talk about he's a Black leader. He only been around for 2-3 years. I'm not saying no, because a lot of people be like, "Oh, I'm a Black leader." I'm like, "Nah, dude." And I want to say one thing else, because a lot of people want you to become a leader because they want somebody to pretty much shame on. Pretty
Right.
much.
Right.
That's what that whole Black leader stuff is. And I don't really trust anybody that comes along and they're saying that they're the Black leader. I look at him as a suspect,
Yeah.
because when Larry Hoover said the only way you're gonna have a Black leader if I subscribe to him. So I'm gonna look at you as I'm gonna look at anybody that comes, to us as a Black leader, an agent in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? Because
yeah.
if Larry Hoover said that, then you might be working with them boys. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't subscribe to that. But I appreciate you, Tariq, for doing everything you can. You just one man, and you representing for our community. You're not no leader. All these tethers. See, the tethers want you to be a leader, just like the Black Panthers had leadership, so one leader can go down, so the whole thing could just crash. See,
Right.
they on
Right.
that type of mind. They on that type of mindset, and we kind of know all through history that, look, man, that leader stuff, that stuff can't go on no more. That, because it
Right.
won't work. It just won't work. Because
Mm-hmm.
we know that if you knock down the head, the whole body will just crumble. We learned from that already. Why you want that whole Black leader, just one leader?
We learned
Nah,
from that
dude, that
already.
stuff
Why
just
you want
it just
that
can't
whole
go.
Black leader
So
just
thank you, brother.
Yes, indeed.
Leader,
we learned
nah,
from that
dude, that
already.
stuff
Why
just
you want
it just
that
can't
whole
go.
Black leader
So
just
thank you, brother.
Oh, somebody's thing is up. Okay. Y'all good over there?
Doing
Malia?
Malkia,
Malkia.
I was accidentally hitting, but it's an honor to be up here on your presence. Tariq, I have all your videos. You have inspired me, took me to different levels. I'm in my 60s, so you took me to different levels of where I was, but I moved up, and I just wanted to give you your kudos right now that you're doing a great job. Don't come down. Forget about the haters, the tethers,
Yeah.
everybody that, just do your thing, what you're gifted to do.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
it's much appreciated, and you can drop me down.
Thank you, beloved. But yeah, that leadership, that leader, people doing all that fake leadership talk. The reason why they do that fake leader talk, because right now, like I've been saying, the foundational Black American Renaissance, we're in the middle of a renaissance, just like the Harlem Renaissance that defined Blackness on a global scale as an ethnic identifier. That became popular during the Harlem Renaissance, where our foundational Black American brothers and sisters took control over the global image of Black people. Because at that time in America, the white tea media they would show us in such a negative light. Remember, it was like Uncle Ben's and Aunt Jemima, and they would have all of these Sambo caricatures. They were still doing minstrel shows. So the white tea image of us was always blackface, big lips, eating watermelon and chicken. They had the most horrific images of us going out there globally. And they were putting out movies like Birth of a Nation, all of these movies showing us in a derogatory way. So the black community here, the foundational black community here said, hey, you know what? We're going to put out books and literature and create newspapers to talk about the different nuances of black society. We're going to embrace our blackness, and we're going to show the flip side and the balance of the beauty of blackness. We're going to show the music, the jazz, the arts, the poetry, the literature. And it became a global phenomenon, and it inspired the rest of the world. So also that Harlem Renaissance, what ended it, or what closed out the Harlem Renaissance, was a race riot that happened in New York. See, that's the thing they fear. Because what happened was so many black people got a sense of pride in Harlem around the 1930s. I think this happened, 1930s, early 1940s. I'm thinking the 1930s. I'm not sure the exact year. But there was a case where this kid got hemmed up, and they thought that he got beat by the police in Harlem. They thought that this kid got beat, and the rumors circulated around that a black kid was unalived, but he didn't get unalived. But the rumor started that he got unalived because he got hemmed up with the police in Harlem. And they had so much cultural pride, instinctively they said, okay, we have to protect ourselves. So they started turning up in Harlem. That was one of the first big race riots in Harlem, in New York. You see, that's why people don't like foundational black Americans having cultural pride about ourselves. Our image and identity always has to be diluted with all of this other stuff, you see. So us having pride in who we are, they know that's a powerful thing. And there's this movement that we have based on our lineage. It's really the only black movement that can't really be co-opted. And there's a lot of people who are frustrated that they can't co-opt the movement. You can't sneak in and make a false claim, because we're doing paperwork checks on everybody. Everybody's getting their paperwork checked. They're getting their lineage checked when they come up and try to make certain claims. So people can't backdoor their way into it. They're trying, but they can't do it. That's powerful. And a lot of the tether class, if they can't join it, they'll destroy it. That's their mindset. If I can't be a part of it, then it has to go all to hell. But they can't do that. It's hard to attack a lineage. It's hard to attack millions of people who are on code about their lineage. So what they have to do, they have to create an imaginary leader and create an imaginary organization. So that's why they're always trying to paint me as the leader, which I'm not. So they think, okay, well, let's just call Tariq the leader, and we'll just discredit him or try to discredit him all the time. That's why y'all see these spaces of all of these whining tethers, up in the middle of the night, lying about me. Listen, tethers, y'all, they've been saying the same lies about me for the last decade. Why do y'all think it don't work? If it didn't work then, you think it's going to work now? Again, like the caller said, I've been around too long. That's the thing that's messing with y'all. Y'all, this is what you're not getting. I've been around too long. People know me. They don't know you. When you start lying, they're like, oh, this fool, my family been rocking with Tariq since I was 10 years old. Y'all full of shit. They know you lying. Who y'all think y'all fooling? All that lying and scamming, that works. It don't work in your homeland because you had to flee. That don't work among us. See, all that lying that y'all do, that's a virtue in your homeland. All that lying and scamming and jiving, we look down upon that over here. You look stupid. You ain't. That's why y'all don't get no views. Why y'all think y'all be in these little empty spaces lying and ain't nobody listening to your dumb ass? Yeah, it ain't affecting. Look at the numbers. I'm still doing the same numbers. It ain't affecting nothing. You're helping to drive engagement, to be honest. You understand what I'm saying? And yeah, they be having 20 viewers. But dude, that nigga, he drowned some pit bull puppies. I heard about it. Y'all just saying anything. You're desperate. Y'all just saying anything. Y'all ain't nobody. And people are looking at you. Why are you trying to discredit this man so bad? He must be doing something right. Yeah, when people are attacking you, and I'm always attacked by either the DNC, I'm attacked by the YT media, I'm attacked by the right wing media, I'm attacked by different governments. Y'all know they completely they banned me from going to the UK. They were like, we're not going to play games. We just ain't. You can't come over here because wherever I go, I'm just one of them people. For some reason, wherever I go, people show up. People like to show up and people like to listen, man. That's just what it is. I can't help it. I'm not doing any kind of magic or anything. When I show up, people show up. Even when I was able to go to the UK, I would do sold out lectures in the UK. That's probably why they were like, hey, we can't have this guy coming over. He can galvanize too many people. Yeah. Dude, I sit at home sometimes and I'm turning on the news and they're on national television talking about, hey, don't listen to Tariq Nasheed. Y'all need to get out here and vote. I'm like, good Lord. And my kids looking at me like, Dad, why are they saying that about you? They look at me as powerful for whatever reason. It's not anything I'm trying to do. When you have the national and international news and media constantly mentioning you, y'all remember when Tiffany Cross did that? They had her on MSNBC literally telling millions of people, don't listen to me. They're not even hiding it. Yeah. So all of the straw man arguments, it's not working. People listen. And some of these people who are trying to get clout, some of the plebiscite babblers, listen, the reason why people don't want to hear you, because a lot of you plebiscite babblers who come in and try to talk at people like you are smarter than them, they take that as an insult. Let me give y'all a little bit of game here. A lot of you people who are mad at me because I'm more popular than you, shout out, we got over 1,000 people in here. That's love. A lot of these people are upset that people are not listening to them. They're thinking, okay, well, I'm just too deep for people. No, you're not. The difference between you and I speak in plain terms. Why? They listen to me because I respect the intelligence of the audience. I don't need to overcomplicate the truth with a bunch of unnecessary jargon. I speak plainly and logically. I respect the intelligence of all of these people listening. I know that people can process critical information without me trying to talk down to them. That's why they rock with me. I just keep it real and relatable. It's simple. Also, that's why y'all see me in all my spaces, going back to my Twitter spaces. One thing I always do, y'all see, I always pay homage to the listeners. Before I get started, I got to pay homage to the listeners. I shout certain people out, and that's very important for me because that shows mutual respect. That shows community. That shows that I'm not here to talk as an authoritative figure. I'm here to dialogue with you equally. So we're all equal. So I always come in and I acknowledge certain people just to show mutual respect because we're all on the same level. We're going to come in and we're going to talk like family. That's how I rock with it. Where are my mods? Where are my mods? Where are my mods? Do I have my mods in here? Oh yeah, somebody said TikTok is a high school and I'm the school bully. Is that what they look at me as? Because yeah, it is like a high school. Some of the dialogue that people have, it's like high school. Some of these people are reliving their high school years. A lot of these people are these are people who were goofy and nerdy and musty in high school. They had janky teeth and they never got their teeth fixed then and they still didn't get them fixed now. I'm looking at some of the grooming habits. So yeah, that's what it is. A lot of these people, they have high school trauma. They got clowned. And I guess I represent that high school bully. But I'm not bullying you. I'm not here to beat up. But now if you come in acting a fool, you're going to get clowned. Yeah. We ain't doing that. Let's get Louise. Louise Bravo.
Hey, what's going on, brother Tariq? I'm FBA. This is a burner account because I
I'm
love.
about to say with the name Louise Bravo, boy. Okay, you sound like the manager at Del Taco.
That's
Okay.
not my real name. I'm
Okay.
FBA. This is just a burner account. But I just want to say thank you for putting in the work for the FBAs.
Yes, sir.
And pretty much we appreciate you for putting that battery in our back, having us on code, being more prideful for who we are and what we stand for.
Yes, sir.
Just wanted to say
Man,
that's not my plan.
my man, I appreciate that. Let's get Nader from the Sun.
Hey Tariq, I'm a big fan.
Yes, sir.
I'm a Black American. I'm also indigenous. My family is part of Wakamasuian tribe. I wanted to kind of gauge your, I guess, if you can articulate a little bit, because something I've been trying to talk about. So I have two questions. One, could you help explain to certain people, because we have a lot of Black Americans who are still in a Pan-African mindset. And I was wondering if you can help articulate why there is no reciprocity for Black Americans to collectively unite with Africans. As far as my analysis, it's a bit of a narcissistic tactic for some Africans to try to center themselves when we talk about ethnically and culturally Black American. So if you could just articulate maybe why there is no reciprocity for us. And then my second question is regards to politically. Sometimes Black Americans, we find ourselves between a rock and a hard place. Democrats aren't the best for us. MAGA might not be the best for us. So do you have an idea of maybe where we should move collectively politically?
Yeah, that depends on the person, man. Because there's so many of us. Different people have different needs, different desires. Some people, because I don't like. There's certain things I like from the right. There's certain things I like from the left. There's a bunch of stuff I don't like from either one. With the Democrats, there's like medical things that I like. Okay, hold on. Let me mute this person. Hold on. Oh, let me mute you for a minute, Rico. I'll get you in a minute, Rico. Rico made me lose my chain of thought. Okay, I'll get back on that in a minute. Rico, hop on in. And y'all, listen, if y'all call in and y'all got stuff going, can y'all please mute your microphones if y'all got a lot of stuff going on? Brother Rico, hop on in, sir. Unmute your mic. Rico, unmute your mic, please.
Hey, what's up, Tariq?
How you doing, Rico?
Hey, man, I just want to give you props, bro. I know I come on every now and then, and you probably don't see me. I'll do a little bit of trolling, but much respect, bro. You really did your thing, bro. You really shined, bro. You're very articulate, intelligent, and you got that gift for gab, bro. You know what I mean?
Now, where you from? Rico, where you from, Rico?
I was born in the States. My parents are from Peru.
Okay.
I guess you would call a nagger baby. My fiance is
They're a
Haitian.
who baby? They're a who baby?
I know I said I guess you would call me an anchor baby.
Oh, ankle. Almost it sounded like you said the N word for a minute. I'm like, oh, hold on. Okay. Well, that almost sounded like an N. I'm like, oh, we're about to have a problem. Okay, there we go. Okay, you cleared that up. Okay, there you
Nah,
go.
man, I'm just giving you respect, man. You are funny, bro. You are so funny, man. You're a throwback, bro. And I think a lot of nationalities are really like they like that. You know what I mean? They respect you, even though they're gonna come at you. It's just because they're having fun or they're jealous or whatever, you know. But keep doing your thing, man. Keep pushing the FBA agenda, bro. People need to respect real Americans, bro, man. Because who else built this country besides you guys? You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Keep doing
My
your
man,
thing.
thank you so much. I appreciate that. Brother Leo, what's up, man? Everybody
What's
say
good,
what's up,
sir?
Leo. You
How
good,
you
bro?
doing?
I'm
Yes,
good.
sir. Yeah, I just got back from throwing a live and stuff, and I just got done with it. So yeah, we're just going over like FBI tactics and stuff like that, and basically how everybody's running amok right here, and all the stuff that they're like going against, and all the talking points they're using against you, people like me, and how they're trying to point out that we are the FBI, but indeed they're actually deploying the FBI tactics.
Explaining the whole story. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Too much. Hold on, too much. But yeah, go ahead and
Right.
finish, Brother Leo.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, the very people that are basically trying to like do this character assassination on people that are trying to like spread truth, they're actually deploying like the FBI tactics that were used against Black Americans. with the character assassination and saying the disinformation campaigns. They're the ones doing all that stuff, and you know what I'm saying. So I feel like it's contradicting, and yeah. So ever since you came on the scene, people just been going. They've been doubling down. They were already doing it, but when you came on the scene, they've been doubling down bad on it. So
Oh yeah, we're watching them. Is somebody getting kidnapped? What's all that noise? You're too much.
Yes, how you doing, brother?
I'm good. Too much. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
What's on your mind?
Uh, yeah, I was just saw you had the live going, man. Decided to step in, chime in.
Okay. Where you from? Too much.
Oh, I'm from Florida.
You Haitian or Jamaican?
Neither.
Really? From Florida? Where's your family from?
Born and raised in Florida. If just because you're born and raised in Florida, don't mean you're Haitian Jamaican. Those are immigrants into Florida.
Let me ask you because I hear an accent. Why
No,
do you
I
have
don't
an
have an
accent?
accent, man. I just got bad sinuses. I got a sinus infection.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Where your family from?
Um, I got family from North Florida, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina,
Mm.
North Carolina, and Virginia. If you look at my genealogy, but
Mm.
but my close family is from the Southeast,
Okay.
Georgia, Florida,
There,
Alabama.
there it is. So what's on your mind, man? What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, like with FBA, like what's the ultimate goal of FBA?
How does a lineage have a goal?
I mean, like we just calling each other FBA, or like what is like the goal? What are we trying to do
Yeah,
as FBA?
we call each other FBA. Just
Oh,
like
that's
down
it.
in yeah. Why not?
Oh, I thought it was going to be like a particular purpose of
No,
coming together and doing something,
no,
tangible or something.
just acknowledging our lineage is good enough. You're in Miami. You're in Miami, right?
No, 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 no. I'm in North Florida.
North Florida. But down
Yeah.
there, the Haitians, they have all types of celebrations. Just celebrating being Haitian, right?
Well, I mean, I've been to Haiti.
No,
You
no, no.
know.
I ain't talking about Haiti. I'm talking about in Florida.
Oh, we're talking about like in South Florida.
Yeah. You know what they
Uh,
do? They celebrate. They got little Haiti and they have
yeah, yeah,
parades and
yeah.
they have celebrations just celebrating being Haitian, don't they?
Yeah, but I got Haitian friends and stuff like that. Yeah.
Hmm. What's their agenda?
I mean, yeah, you're right. There's just living. That's it.
Right. Ain't no just celebrating who they are. That's what we're
Yeah,
doing. We're just celebrating who we are. There doesn't have to be an agenda. We're just celebrating who we are. That's it. Loving each other, and that's it. So, and hell, hating each other. Well, there's some FBAs I don't like. All right. Yeah, but yeah,
yeah, but
we're just celebrating our culture. Like
yeah, I
there's
got a
like,
question
oh,
though. All right, so
okay,
we
go ahead, go
okay.
ahead.
We're FBA, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what's the African delineation and all that tether stuff?
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know what the heck. I hear that stuff on the internet, like that tether. Like what
Yeah,
the heck is that?
that's a name for a non-FBA who tries to undermine us. Now, all foundational Black Americans don't call them that. Some do, some don't. But either or, it doesn't change their lineage. That's just the personal disposition of a few people, myself included. I love calling non-FBAs tethers who do shit to us. I'd be the first one to call them a tether. But that's me personally. But
Yeah.
yeah, but everybody who's
But
foreign is not a tether.
yeah, but this is my thing, right? If you were all right, FBA, right, that means that you are born in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means like we're not born in Africa, right? We're born in America, right?
Not just born in
I,
America.
yeah, our ancestry is basically we're Americans. We're Black Americans, right?
Foundational Black Americans, meaning no immigrants, or at least one parent is not from an immigrant
Yeah, yeah,
lineage.
but yeah,
Yeah.
basically You know, just like any, because America, just like any other group that comes here, we were born here. This is our land, right? Our country, right? America, right?
Well, they're not foundational because yeah, there's some people who come here.
No, what I'm saying, like if we all came here, right? All of us came here because, of course, the Native Americans are already here. So everybody came here, been here. I'm not talking about somebody who just came here like last year. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about
Mhm.
people who have like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 generations plus. That's what I'm talking about.
There's only one group who didn't come here, who built here. There's only one group who did that, who built it from top to bottom. It was foundational Black Americans. We built it with our hands, blood, sweat, and tears. The white people supervised it. All right. They were the aggressive supervisors and overseers, but the building, we did that. And there's only one group who built the United States. That's foundational Black Americans. That makes
Yeah,
sense?
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
but the tethers, the people that we call tethers, right? You know, I'm not talking about the individuals who are like from overseas. I'm not talking about people from Africa. I'm not talking about people from the Caribbean. I'm talking about people that FBA is called tethers that also are quote unquote FBA technically. You see what I'm saying?
They know technically either you are or you're not.
But if everybody's born in the United States, right? The people that FBA is called tether, right? If their ancestry is the same exact ancestry, well, why are they tethers? Why aren't they FBA too?
Yeah, because their ancestry doesn't come from this soil, from the beginning of this soil. Their ancestry came
But,
from
but you see
immigration.
what I'm saying, right? There are
Yeah.
people, right, have the same ancestry. Like, say for instance, I'm FBA, right?
Hmm.
And I got a cousin that they call a tether. We have the same ancestry.
How?
Why is that person a tether? If we
How's
are
that?
cousins,
How do you
do you see what I'm saying? We have the same family, the same
how?
family, right? So if I'm decided to be a FBA, but that person says, "Nah, you know, I don't do the FBA thing," and I call that person a tether, but our ancestry is still the same. Do you see what I'm
How?
saying? So how is that person still not an FBA, even though I call them a tether?
Can you hear me talking, sir? Can you? Is the audio good? I'm asking you how. How would you have a relative who's? I mean, they're not. You're not a tether because you're foreign. Why are you saying that? We've never said that. Just because you're foreign, that doesn't make you a tether.
No, no, no. What I'm saying is, okay, I have a cousin, right? This is my first cousin. Basically, we have the same ancestry founded here in America, just like you said, FBA. All right. Say if I'm an FBA, right? And that person, my cousin, same ancestry, lineage goes all the way back. That's just like you said, built this country, right? But that person says, I'm not an FBA. Then I say, why you not an FBA? And that person said, don't call me an FBA. Then I say, well, you a tether then. You a tether. So how is that person still not an FBA, even though I call that person a tether, but we have the same exact ancestry that's founded in America?
I don't know who told you that. That makes zero sense.
Exactly. So why FBA is calling people who are have the same ancestry founded in America tethers?
There's 43 million foundational Black Americans, sir. I don't know why they're saying that. I'm not saying that. Tether is an action word. It's based on what you do. It's not who you are. And also, if a person you can't choose to be a foundational Black American and opt out of it. It don't work like that. So if anybody's saying, I don't want to be a foundational Black American, that's questionable right there.
Yeah. Now look at the comments, right? The comments are questioning whether I was born and raised in America. You see how
Hmm.
the internet is so funny, Tariq?
Hmm.
People will assume something without even knowing what it really is based upon a profile pic and a voice. Do you
Right.
actually know who I am, individuals in the comment section? Are you assuming that I'm not from the United States, that I'm not foundationally
But we got to be, but with respect, but,
ancestral
but with
to
respect,
this land?
but respect to the audience, they have seen many people kind of come up and they'll say that they're foundational Black American or their lineage is foundational Black American, and they're really from somewhere else. So people do lie,
Yeah, you're
unfortunately.
right about
You
that.
know,
There's some lying people around
yeah, a
here.
lot of people do lie. So
Yeah.
sometimes when people, when the conversation gets a little funny style, we have to ask questions. But respect to you, brother. And truth be told, I think this brother might be Haitian. I think he might be Haitian. And we got Revenue from Twitter. Revenue is Jamaican, guys. We got Revenue. Revenue, you found your way over here. Unmute your mic, Revenue.
Hey, peace, Tariq. Peace.
What's happening with you, Revenue?
I'm good, man. I was actually listening to one of your YouTube videos, I think yesterday or the day before,
Yeah.
and I was just kind of confused because you was kind of like attacking Pan-Africanism. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, that's very odd of you to
Uh-oh.
attack Pan-Africanism.
Let's hear the lie come right here. Go ahead. Why was it odd? Let's hear why was it odd? What's the contradiction?
Yeah, because you call most of your teachers and you have most of the people in your museum that you got hanged up or Pan-Africanists. So it's just kind of odd that you attacking Pan-Africanists and, they've been the backbone and basically the foundation of Black American culture.
But I don't attack Pan-Africanists. I'm just saying Pan-Africanism, is it working or is it not?
I mean, it's clearly been working. It's been
How?
working for the last 150 years.
How? You
So
explain Revenue how.
I mean, Kwame Nkrumah, he found his country based on Pan-Africanism. Thomas Sankara, a host of other African
Okay,
leaders
so
have found
so
their.
you just proved Pan-Africanism is about us, foundational Black Americans, helping everybody else. That's what it is,
Oh
and that's
no
the
no
problem that
no
I
no
have.
no! You
Oh
have
yeah,
some
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
have
yeah,
some
yeah.
prominent Pan-African
Oh,
leaders.
slow down. Yeah. Pan-Africanism, when you point out certain things, is basically all the stuff we're doing to help other people. Even Garvey. Garvey didn't get a damn thing going on in your homeland, Revenue. And you know this, and I've told you this before. Garvey didn't get anything going on into Jamaica. They rejected Pan-Africanism there. He came here and got it popping because of us. So Pan-Africanism is basically us carrying the heavy load for everybody else,
So
right?
what about all the Afro Caribbeans that came here that contribute to Black American culture? The first
Give me
black.
some names.
Okay, Arthur Schomburg. You got Arthur Schomburg, J.A. Rogers. You
Okay,
have.
and by the way, J.A. Rogers, we have a image of him
He's
in the
Jamaican.
museum. I know that. Love J.A. Rogers. He was on code. Schomburg was on code. He was on code because they didn't have tether communities where they could flee to. When they came over here, they had to be among Black people, foundational Black Americans. So they had to be on code with us. When y'all started getting your little enclaves to yourselves, that's when y'all started undermining the hell out of us. Well, y'all were doing it even before then too. Some of y'all Jamaicans especially.
How we
Y'all
started
people.
undermining y'all? I just named some prominent figures in the Harlem Renaissance. Not only just Black American culture.
Mhm.
These people are
And
the.
basically they were scholars. They weren't talking about Pan-Africanism. They were just scholars talking about Black history globally. They weren't talking about Pan-Africanism.
Are you saying J.A. Rogers and Schomburg are not Pan-Africans?
No, they were scholars. They weren't talking. Pan-Africanism is basically people denouncing the West and going back to the motherland. That's what Pan-Africanism, the real ideology, is. And they weren't on that.
Brother, those are the foundation of Pan-Africanism. J.A. Rogers is John Henry Clark teacher. That's his teacher.
No, Schomburg was Clark's teacher. It wasn't J.A. Rogers. It was Schomburg.
J.A. Rogers and Schomburg was his teachers.
And we had a Black history movement going on over here. We had the Harlem Renaissance going on over here. So we had knowledge and we were
Yeah,
spreading
and
knowledge. So
Caribbeans was prevalent in the Harlem Renaissance.
yeah, and y'all came and got on our bag on what we were doing. But yeah, we kicked that off with the Harlem Renaissance. Even before the Harlem Renaissance, we had conscious movements over here. And when we
It
started
was
public
also
education.
Caribbeans in
Hold
the
on,
D.C.
let,
Renaissance too.
let's get things straight. The public education came from us because when we got out of slavery, we started having public institutions for education because it wasn't required to. You weren't required to educate people. Schooling was really only ordained for the wealthy people. So when we got stuff going on as Foundation of Black Americans, and we started getting into these schools, and we started reading better, we cut our literacy rate in half so quickly, and we were reading Latin and understanding science and mathematics, and we were building up our cities. They were like, "Oh, we need to make public education for everybody." So we've been the blueprint of that. What's all that noise, Revenue?
Oh, sorry, that's the background. I'm by.
Okay, you delivering Postmates orders, bros? Come on, man. Roll your
Nah,
windows up at least. Shit.
I'm in my backyard. I'm by the Long Island Railroad, so it's kind of
Oh, okay. Don't be out there trapping. So yeah, you know, y'all got to give respect to the FBA's Revenue. You know that. You know, we've stomped you. We've helped you get over here. You know that. You always denigrate our people, but you know we helped y'all get over
Nah,
here.
I just say we are foundational to America, just like FBA is
No,
are.
no,
We have been
no,
foundational to Black
no,
culture.
no. You're
If you
not. You're
think
foundational
about
to
it, the
Jamaica.
first Black man that was a millionaire in America was an Afro Caribbean. The first Black man to go
Who?
platinum in America
Who?
was Harry
Wait.
Belafonte, another Caribbean.
Who?
A
No,
Black
no, no.
man, the first Black man to win Academy Award is Sidney Poitier, another Afro Caribbean.
Come on, portraying us, right? But the first
Yeah,
black
so
woman, the first black
you had,
woman
and then you had
was
Cicely
but
Tyson,
the
another.
first hold on, the first black woman, the first black person was Hattie McDaniel, a foundational Black American woman to win an Academy Award. So you're not going to negate that. That's why you tried to do a little word trick with the first black man. The first black person was Hattie McDaniel. That was a foundational
Yeah,
Black
I'm
American.
not denigrating
So yeah,
either.
you don't try to be
But
slick
I'm
with the
just
word,
saying
right?
we've been foundational to
And
Black
who
culture.
was this Caribbean who was the first millionaire in America? Who was that? Uh oh. What happened, Revenue? Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah. Who was this first black
Oh,
millionaire? Who you talking about?
William Alexander Lettersoff. He also is a founder of San Francisco. So we
Oh,
founded
okay,
cities.
okay. I know who. Okay. Well,
Yeah, so we
okay.
and my other
But
brother
he
G
wasn't yeah,
Baptiste.
okay. He
I
wasn't
mean,
culturally okay, yeah, okay. He wasn't culturally Caribbean though, but go ahead.
I
Okay.
was not. If he's born
Because
in he's
at the
born in
time, Caribbean culture was just being formulated. I don't even think y'all had curry chicken yet. So, yeah, Caribbean culture was still kind of being formulated. See, y'all like to do stuff like, yeah, people try to say, well, Fats Domino or somebody was Haitian because I think they found one of his relatives from Saint Domingue, and they tried to say he was Haiti, but it wasn't Haiti yet. It wasn't culturally Haiti. So y'all try to play these little backdoor games. So yeah, you're good at that, Revenue.
I mean, if that's the case, then we could just eliminate half of your revolts because half of your revolts existed before America existed. So if you want to play that game,
But we're
technically the
still on the
country
land
wasn't
though.
exist.
But we were still on the land. There's a continuity there. See, y'all left. Y'all bounced. We still have a land continuity, and
So
it's the same
if it
group.
was black people in Saint Domingo prior to Haiti, it don't change the fact that they're Haitian. Just like if it's black people in America prior to 1776, it don't change the fact that they're so-called FBAs, right? It wouldn't change the fact.
But the thing is, it wasn't Haitian culture. It was still French culture. Y'all created your own culture after 1804. You see, our culture has been intact. Our culture has still been intact nonstop.
What FBA culture did the so-called the black slaves in Florida had that was prior to 1776?
Resistance, man.
How
Kicking
you change
ass.
the goalpost for us, but for y'all,
I'm not whooping
yeah.
ass. We were always resisting. They were because it was the black Seminoles who basically stopped slavery in Florida for the most part. So we still got that same resistance spirit. We still got it, and that's why John Horse and those guys came out west with that same spirit. They went into Mexico with the same spirit.
But was it set prior to 1776, Tariq?
Well, this was after 1770, but that spirit of resistance, even before, there was rebellions around that area. You had the Gullah Geechees, they were rebelling. So yeah, we've always had that. The Stono Rebellion, that around that East Coast, southern part
Yeah,
of the
but most
United
of these
States.
is, but if I'm not mistaken, this is all prior to 1776. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, before and after. That's what I'm saying. There was a continuity with it. There was a continuity with it.
So you don't think there's a continuity between Saint Domingo and Haiti? You don't think there's a continuity between that?
The culture became different when the French left. The culture became completely different when the French left.
What's the difference? The black people in Louisiana and before the Louisiana Purchase, they wasn't American.
Because the racial hierarchies were different. It was a whole different thing. Y'all had different racial hierarchies when the French were there. You had
Oh, so
the
it's a
Blanco.
caveat. It's a
Well, no,
caveat
the
for y'all.
caveat, just the culture was different. The foods was different, just things were different because of the hierarchies there and the structure there. The black people there weren't considered black. They were a different race, but they subjugated the darker people. It was a whole different structure. After the Haitian Revolution, everybody became pretty much equal. That's what I'm saying. So it was a
So,
cultural difference there. Here,
so,
we've never had that. We've never had skin tone hierarchies among foundational Black Americans ever. So that's
so
just an example.
are you telling me the culture was the same in Louisiana in 1776 and Virginia in 1776, Tariq?
Pretty much to a certain degree. We've added
How? When
some
it's
things
two, these are
just,
two different territories.
but we've had a continuity because we all interacted with each other. We were going all around the country
What
interacting with each other.
slave left the 13th colony and went to Louisiana? What slave that you know? What account? Give me one account of a
Sir,
slave leaving the 13 colonies and go to Louisiana.
sir, Louisiana's by the Mississippi River. You think they weren't using that to transport people, sell them?
I'm saying, can you
Really?
do you have any account?
I mean, damn. Just go look at some slave sale records. I don't have them in front of me, but damn, you think they weren't? That's what they were doing with the
Nah,
Mississippi
they
River. Okay, cool.
they
No, 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 no,
wasn't.
no, no. Stop. Do you think they weren't shipping people up and down the Mississippi River? That's right by Louisiana.
Yes, prior to the Louisiana Purchase, these territories had nothing in common. They didn't
What?
coexist. They didn't coexist. The French and the English didn't coexist. They was at war with each other.
No, dude, they did business with each other. They did business with each other. That's why their French was up in St. Louis. Why you think it's called St. Louis? Huh?
Yeah, that whole area all the way up to Louisiana
Oh,
was Louisiana territory,
yeah,
was
but they still
French
did
territory.
business. They still did business with each other. Are you insane? They weren't
So just give
warring.
me one slave that
They
left Louisiana and went to the 13th colony, or
they
vice versa.
they weren't warring with each other, sir. And also in Louisiana, there were black aboriginals there too, and many of them got reclassified and enslaved. So come on, dude.
Black
But the
Aboriginals.
fact of the matter is, there's a different culture. You're not foundational here. You're
Yeah, yeah.
foundational
So y'all
Jamaican. You're a
Afro Caribbeans
you're a
been
foundational
foundational to
Jamaican.
this,
Slow
been
down.
foundational to this land.
Who?
I said Afro Caribbeans have been foundational to the land
By definition, you
prior
can't
to
be.
Reconstruction and
By
after Reconstruction.
definition, you can't be. That makes no sense. You can't
How?
be. You can't flee to somewhere else and be foundational to it.
Was Afro Caribbeans here before 1865?
No, no, no,
Yes.
no. See, the thing is, around that time, that's the formulation. We're still forming the United States. We're
Yeah, and
still
we was
forming
here.
it.
We was
We're
here.
still forming it. But no, you're not.
Yes. The first
No, no,
like
no,
I
no, no,
said,
no,
the
no,
first
no.
black
But no, no,
millionaire
no, no,
founded
no,
in
no,
San
no,
Francisco. He was Afro Caribbean.
no, no. That person
That's
had a no. Listen,
you can look it up.
when they got here, there was an ethnogenesis with them.
How? You were still slaves.
There was an ethnogenesis, just like people were sent to Jamaica.
How?
Listen.
All right, go ahead.
Your homeland was a slave breaking colony.
And we was free by 1833. So that means
Okay,
Caribbeans was already coming here
that's not
after
the point.
1833.
Okay, that was a slave breaking colony, Jamaica.
Yeah.
They would send people from North America, from here to Jamaica to be broken and sometimes shipped back. Sometimes they stayed in Jamaica. Are those descendants, are the people who were sent from the United States to Jamaica, are they Jamaican now or are they FBA?
They still FBA. Just like
No,
the
they're
American
not. No,
Liberians.
they're not. No, they're not.
Are
They're
you telling
Jamaican.
me the
They're right.
American Liberians who
No,
got
okay, slow
cousins
down.
and family
Okay,
here?
slow down.
All right, go
Slow
ahead.
down. Then why do they have to immigrate here now?
You said why? Who?
Why do they have to why do they now have to immigrate here? If they come here, they have to immigrate like you.
I mean, if you're going over
No,
with
no,
the white
no.
man
If they're
criteria, then yeah,
FBA,
they're not.
why do they now have to immigrate here?
If you're going by the white man
Oh,
standards,
no, don't stop with the white man talk. Don't stutter now. Okay, why do they now have to immigrate here?
because they probably they claimed allegiance to another country, to another
Don't
country.
start doing hip hop now. They don't start scratching and cutting and sampling. They wicked they don't
Yeah, I
start
mean
hip hop now.
we started that, so that's in my blood.
Okay,
So
thank you so much. You proved my point, Revenue. Thank you so much, brother. All right, there you go. All right, don't start stuttering now. All right. They now, okay, the people who were shipped over there from here to Jamaica, they had an ethnogenesis. They now are Jamaican. They had an ethnogenesis. So now they're not of this culture anymore. They have to immigrate here. They got to fill out certain papers. Just like when people say, well, you guys are really Nigerian and all that stuff. Okay, if we were, we still had an ethnogenesis here. I cannot go to Nigeria and get citizenship. All right. We're not Nigerians. All right, let's just make it plain. That's a stop people from trying to backdoor their way into this shit. See, I'm telling y'all, man. I keep telling y'all they keep trying to backdoor themselves into the lineage. This is a thing, family. This is the thing. They're trying to find they're looking through records. They're trying to find tribes. They're trying to find somebody who came over here in the 1700s. Oh, he Afro-Caribbean. Oh, they're trying. They're trying. All right. They're trying hard, family. Oh, goodness. Let's get Tick Toxic in here. A person named Tick Toxic in the building. Tick Toxic in the building. Shout out, but we got a lot of people in here, man. Can we get up to like 300,000 likes? Everybody like, and let's get up to 300,000 likes. What's up, TikTok?
Hey, thanks for the invite, man. I got mad respect for what you're doing, man. I think you deserve the William O'Neill award. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
I read up
why do I need that, sir? Go ahead.
yeah. Looking at what he has done to the black community, I think honorary. I think you're an
Now, why
honorary.
do I slow down? Slow. Okay, Mr. Toxic. Mr. Toxic.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
let me say this. I know you want to kind of troll a little bit, but you got to have decorum. I'll let you troll, but we don't talk over each other. I'll let you get your troll on. I'll do that because we'll get down. We can get down now. But you ain't got to
Who's
rush.
talking over you?
Let's slow
Who's
down.
talking over you?
I'm gonna let you talk.
Okay,
Just can we take out
okay.
this? You ain't got to rush nowhere. I'm gonna take my.
Continue.
Okay. Yeah. Where you from, brother?
I'm close to the community college you went to, J. Edgar Hoover Community College. That's where
Okay.
I'm from.
Okay. That
Yeah.
accent. Where's that
So
accent?
that should tell you exactly, that should be your foundations. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
that Nigerian wit. It's not funny.
Oh wow,
So
yeah,
you're
I see.
Nigerian. So you're
Yeah.
Nigerian, right?
Man, proud Jamaican. Like how the little kid that just backed you up with real history, and then
What was
you
the real
start telling.
history? Oh, you didn't
What do
mean
you
the
mean real
kid,
history?
the one who just
You
got
end
the
up describing the guy's history as
you mean the guy who was just stuttering? I left him stutter. That's y'all tethers take losses and then try to pretend you won.
um.
I left this man stuttering. He was stuttering because he couldn't answer. Yeah,
So instead of teaching a young man, that's
no,
what you
no,
wanted to
no.
do.
I left him stuttering, sir. Just like I'm leaving you stuttering. And you talking about William O'Neill. Y'all are the biggest ops. Y'all Jamaicans, y'all have been some of the biggest CIA operatives when y'all brought the shower posse over here flooding our community with drugs. You want to talk about who harms the black community? Y'all shower ass posse harmed our community, flooding it with drugs on the East Coast, doing all types of unaliving on the East Coast, and they were working with the CIA. You're projecting, sir. Y'all always working with them alphabet boys when you up here trying to project onto us. Now, why are you mad? Are you mad because we are delineating from you, sir, and you don't have a culture and you can't leech off of us? Is that what you're upset with? Come on, Toxic. Let's get down. Unmute your microphone, sir.
Am I unmuted? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
you are. Are you upset because you don't have a
Yeah. No,
culture?
I'm Jamaican. I wonder if you know the impact of Jamaica to the world, bro. We
No,
have
tell
half
us,
of
tell us,
Africa
tell us,
speaking our
tell
language.
us,
Are you
tell us,
crazy?
tell us,
2.8 million people, and we have a greater impact than your so-called 4 point something billion. Because you
tell
are
us.
an informant, bro.
Okay, just you lying.
Yeah.
Okay, you lying ain't working. See, lying and trolling don't work. You're projecting, and that's what you tethers do. You lie and scam, and that don't work with us. What impact do you have? You don't even have an impact on your damn homeland. Y'all can't even go to your beaches. You can't even go to your beaches without white permission. You don't even own your beach. The British Crown owns your beach. What impact do you have? You can't even take a swim without white people giving you
Where's
a
your
green
beach?
light.
Where's your beach? Where's
I
your
mean,
beach?
all of it is mine. I can go to every beach in
Oh, well,
America, sir.
get the hell out of here.
I can go to every beach.
Get the hell.
I can go to every beach in America right now. You can't. You can't go to your beach. I can go to foundational Black Americans can go to Coney Island Beach, Venice Beach, Santa Monica Beach, Malibu Beach. We can go
Coney Island
we
is
can go
Coney
anywhere.
Island is
And we had our own beaches, Bruce's Beach. We can go to Santa Monica. You, sir, got to stand out there barbecuing some bush meat while you looking at the white tourist on your beach, sir. You can't do nothing. That's why you over here, aren't you? Huh? You over here, sir. Get on here.
Yeah, you gonna let me speak though?
Yeah, but you ain't gonna talk over me. You over here. You ain't even in your homeland no more, are you?
I'm living in Jamaica, brother. You want me to
You
show
ain't
you
in
my
no
camera?
Jamaica.
You
You ain't in
Burger King
Jamaica.
babbling.
You ain't in Jamaica. You in Jamaica,
You
Queens,
Burger
New
King
York. You
babbling.
in Jamaica, Queens, New York. Your phone line works too good for you to be in Jamaica. You ain't in Jamaica. You over here driving damn Uber Eats. You ain't in
You
no
want me to
damn
show you?
Jamaica.
You want me to
You ain't
show
in
you? You
Jamaica.
gonna
You
paint a
over
picture to
here.
your you gonna paint a little picture to your chihuahuas?
What you talking about? We ain't
Yeah,
talking
yeah. Why
about.
you telling
What
me
you
where
talking?
I'm at?
What are
I'm
you
telling
talking
you where
about?
I'm at, little federal boy.
Okay, yeah, that you projecting, sir. Yeah, and a chihuahua is what you ate for dinner. You're eating the dogs. You eating the dogs. All right, the little hungry tether.
Yeah. You worship Donald Trump. I know. Use your own material.
Yeah. I'm using my material, and the
Yeah.
material,
You're a dark skinned white boy.
and your material
You're a
is
dark
musty.
skinned white boy.
Your material is musty. All right. That's what your material is. Musty clothes, musty soccer shirts and flip-flops. That's your material. Little old ashy tether
But you
over
walk on
here.
your knees for white boys. You
No,
realize that,
that's
right?
you, sir. You the one
You
who has
walk on
to
your knees for white boys.
sir, you the one who has to open up that damn bammy bussy to get a green card, not me.
Oh
That's
yeah,
y'all. You gotta do something.
you're the
You
one
the
who
one,
cheat
you
on
gotta go ahead and bust it open to get a green card. I don't. I'm good. I know what you
cheat on
do.
your women with
I,
men. You're
I,
down
I,
low.
I know what you had to do to get
You
a
cheat
green
on your
card.
women.
I know what you had to do to get a green card, dude. Come on now. I know what you had to do. What you say? Come on, talk to me, bitch ass. Come on. I know you got to rub jerk chicken sauce all on your thighs for white men to get a green card. I know what you got to do. Come on. I bet your mouth all raggedy. You sound like your teeth all missing, your teeth all yellow from all that
Cheat
damn
on your
curry
women with
sauce.
men.
You
You're a
what
down
now?
low.
You what?
You cheat on your women with men. You're a down low ninja.
You're
Yeah, you
describing your
know that. Look
father.
how you talk. You walk on your knees, my ninja.
What are you
You
talking?
walk on your knees.
You're the one who's sassy. Look at you, sir. You smuggle drugs in your bussy over here, sir.
Yeah.
You a
But
sassy, you a
but without
sassy
drugs, you
trafficker.
let niggas
You
push
a
it in your
sassy
mouth, though. You on
trafficker.
the P Diddy.
You a sassy trafficker, sir. You got 3 bricks.
You worship P Diddy,
you
man. You walk on your knees, man.
and you worship putting 3 bricks of yay up in your boochie cat.
You a
All right.
J. Edgar Hoover
You
graduate.
traffic. You a moist drug mule. All right. That's what you do. All
You a
right.
J. Edgar Hoover graduate, though.
Yeah, you
That's
said
my
that. So
thing.
you said that already,
Yeah.
sir. You don't have
But
any
let me
material.
say something serious before you
No,
go,
no,
because you're
no,
not
sir.
gonna lie
You
on
running
God.
out of material. We don't want to hear you babbling over. No, you ran out of material. You're saying the same lame, corny things over and over, sir. You don't have anything to J. Edgar Hoover against, sir. You come from a shanty town. You ain't got nothing to J. Edgar Hoover against. Tethers boy got these weird delusions of grandeur. Yeah, he probably did. He probably back in. He probably got deported, and he's mad because we didn't stand up for him. So he might be deported. He's over there probably on a park bench eating some ackee and saltfish. Yeah, the hell out of here with delusions of grandeur. Nobody. You don't need no FBI to do anything to you. You already failed. All right, who is this? Ye? What's up, Ye? Mr. Ye, hop on in, sir. Mr. Ye, hop on in. All right, Ye ain't saying nothing. All right, let's get some other people in here. Boy, in Tethers, can you work on your material? Boy, they're not with it. You come from the William O'Neill. I'm going to cook you. You go to the J. Edgar Hoover Community College. Okay. And he probably thought that out. He probably wrote that down. When I talk to Tariq, I'm going to hit them with this line, Bumbleclot. This is going to get them. I'm going to write it down. He probably wrote it down like 6 months ago. He probably wrote it down when he was getting deported. I'm getting deported because of the FBA's. It is Tariq fault. Let me write the notes. When I talk to him, I'm going to say, look, you are the William O. How do you spell Neil? Okay. Okeneel. Okay. Yes. You are the William O'Neill. Okay. He said that like he been sitting up on that bullshit ass material, just waiting, like he had that in his back pocket. Ooh, he's probably been in the other tether spaces. Bumbleclad. When I talk to him, I'm going to get him. I got a good, wait till you hear what I have to say to them. Bumbleclad. Wait, watch this. You're the William O'Neill of your community. Boo, 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 boo. Boy, these tethers are horrible with their gotchas. They are so horrible with their gotchas. Boy, they're not witty. They're the most unwitty people ever. Good Lord. All right. Okay. Let me get some more people in here. I'm not going to hold y'all too long. Y'all be having me riled up. Y'all got so many people. Y'all be encouraging me. All y'all people up in here. We got so many people in here. Look at you guys. All right. Okay, let me see who we got. Let me see, because we do have a lot of people, and I would like to see who's who. I would like to see who's who and talk to the family in here. Okay, let me see. Come on, where we at? Who is this person? Okay, let me see who this is. Y'all bear with me, because every time I try to bring people up, just weird stuff happens. Hold on. Damn, how come it's not letting me let people up? Hold on. Okay, how do I stop this stuff from moving all around when I try to let people up? Because there's a lot of people trying to get on. Hold on. Okay, let's get Tecumseh. Let's get Tecumseh in here. Let's try Tecumseh. Mr. Tecumseh,
Yes, sir.
how you doing, brother?
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind?
I got a lot of respect for you. This is my first time really seeing you or like listening to you actually interact with people, and I salute you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Um, I just had a question though. What is
Yeah,
your opinion of the term Solon, or
I
like
love
the
it.
identity of Solon?
Yeah, I love that. Those are my brothers who came up with that term, and yeah, I like that, and I like that. I like for us to have the ability to kind of move around with different names that mean the same thing, so that one thing won't be attacked. See, that's the great thing about this Renaissance movement we're having now. We can use different names to mean the same thing. So when the alphabet folks try to attack people and try to dissipate the energy, well, we got other names to utilize. So yeah, I love it. I love that. Long as it's names that mean the same thing and it can't be co-opted. Now with Solon, there are some people who are trying to co-opt it, and I'm glad my brothers, Moroccan, those guys are trying to clean up the language or kind of put the language out there to let folks know exactly what it means. All right. Okay, let me get a couple of more. I get a couple of more calls in here. I get a couple of more calls in here. Let's get Callus. Callus, are you in here? Callus or Callis? Oh, Callus must not have meant to come on. Okay, that's okay. Some of you guys, make sure you're not hitting the button to get on, because a lot of people hit the button by mistake for some reason. And then I let you up and you don't really have anything to say. Okay, so let me start letting some folks in randomly. I'm gonna just start hitting the buttons and just start letting folks up. Okay, hop on in. Who is this?
Yeah. Bro,
What's up, brother? Who is this?
this is Lungs Long. How you doing?
Lungs Long. How you doing, Lungs?
Ain't nothing, man. I just wanted to ask a question because I've been having a lot of people all day coming at me trying to paint you as some kind of form of Pan Africanist, and it's just been confusing to me because I have two different statements from you,
Hmm.
and so I'm trying to get some clarity for the people that follow me and try to understand that you're not saying that we all came from Africa. Basically, what I'm saying.
Right. And that's not what they're doing. That's not a real. They're just talking to be talking. I've never said I was a Pan Africanist. I've never
Hmm.
said that I want to give up America and move to the motherland. I've
Okay.
never done that. I've been to Africa. I've kicked it in Africa. I got love for Africa. Still do. I got love for the Caribbean. Everybody.
Can
That
you
just
clear? Can
yeah.
you clear up when you said because in one video I was watching you said we're all racially African. Can you clear up what you meant by racially
Yeah,
African?
well, genetically, we're all genetically African because we have everybody has African
Everyone is
genetics.
genetically African.
Right. Everybody has African genetics, but we still have different lineages. There's different, just like Jamaicans. Jamaicans have African genetics, but they are their own ethnic group. They're not continental Africans. Haitians have African ancestry, but they're not continental Africans. That's why they're called their own, they're called Jamaican, they're called Haitian. We, even though we acknowledge African genetics, people try to make us generic Africans, and that's kind of the problem that I have
Hmm.
because we're not continental Africans.
Right.
We're told to be this undefined generic African group that everybody can kind of come and exploit. And that's the issue. That's why we have to, I said, okay, we got to start changing the language a little bit. And that comes from the works of Dr. Claude Anderson.
Yes.
But
Yes.
but I've never said I've never denied my Americanness. Never, 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 never. But that's usually a tether argument. The
It
tethers,
is exactly what it is.
yeah,
Hmm.
they don't have anything. They're just saying whatever. So yeah, whatever
So
they
he,
say, it's in bad faith because we've excluded them. So they're just standing outside the juke joint yelling shit. Hey, hello, let me in. It's cold out here. You are outside too. We're in this. They're just yelling outside the juke joint. That's it. They're just yelling outside the juke joint. So we don't take what they say seriously. Is that Black Hawk with the noise? Somebody got a lot of noise going.
No, it's not me.
Okay, hold on. Let me get grounds deep. Grounds too deep.
Yeah, what's up with it, brother? How you doing, brother Tariq? Hold on, let me see if I was out my car. Hey, I
Okay,
just wanted to say, man, I appreciate you. I'm always on your comedy show, man. You know what I'm saying? And
no doubt.
hey, but I want to ask if so I was staying in Oklahoma when you did the Hidden Colors.
Yes.
Uh, man, is you gonna do anything back into that diaspora or
I got to get to Oklahoma. Me and my lady been talking about going out to Oklahoma. I really, really need to go out there because there's a lot of stuff that I want to check out up there, especially some of those black towns. Because Oklahoma has the most black founded towns out there. A lot of folks don't know that the state with the most black founded towns was Oklahoma. You had a lot of black folks who were riders out there. Black Hawk, what's up, Black?
how you doing tonight?
I'm good, brother. How are you, sir?
I'm all right. I was hoping to get a chance to speak to you one of these days.
Yes.
So my situation is this here. Um, since I've been on TikTok, I've been noticing the younger people grasping this FBA thing, and I don't
Yes.
think they actually know what you stood for. When I first heard you bring this out, it was when the Africans tried to attach themselves to our claim to reparations here in America.
Hmm.
Am I correct? Is that what you were saying? That's when you decided to create FBA to separate us from them. Am I correct?
Not really, because I didn't create FA. I just coined a term for our lineage. So you can't create a lineage. It's already there. It's
Right.
just a designation. I just coined a designation that just kind of stuck. People like the logic in designating our lineage foundational, which it is. Because here's the thing. People have always delineated from us. Africans and Caribbeans, they always delineate from us. They've been doing it privately, publicly, and we weren't really tripping on it. But after a while, we had to start taking note. And I always tell people what made me see that we need to designate our own lineage and really look at our own lineage as exclusive is when all of these people who come up off of the things that we built, they are under the umbrella of black. But when they get a win specifically for them, if they get like a big scholarship, if they win some kind of award, if they get some kind of sports accolade, the minute they get up there to get that award or that accolade, they make sure to let people know that they are not black like us. They start talking about shout out to Nigeria, shout out to Jamaica, shout out to the Puerto Rico. They go out of their way to distinguish themselves as different. And they would always do that when they got a win. Now, when they did crimes, they just say, well, it's black. Oh, black, 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 black. So that got to the point where it was very detrimental for us. We start seeing a lot of people do things, dumping their garbage on us, and then we take the heat from it, but we don't get no benefits from them. So they've been running a little con game on us for a minute. We saw that with we all saw Carmelo Anthony when he won the MVP. Now, this man grew up in like Baltimore, New York, and all that around foundational Black Americans. He grew up in foundational Black American culture. Carmelo Anthony got up there and got his accolades. That man sounded like he was Jennifer Dam Lopez. He was shout out to my Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico runs through my blood. Boricua. He was up there just the ambassador for damn Puerto Rico. Zoe Saldana. Almost every role she plays is a black person. When that woman won an award, she got up there. Adios míos. I got to shout out to my abuela. I'm a Dominicana. I'm a Dominican. I'm a Latina. I love being a Latina. Oh, it became goddamn Telemundo. Oh, okay, if we doing that, cool. Let's all keep that same energy. That's my thing. Let's keep all that same energy. Y'all gonna big up your ethnic group. We gonna big up ours. And that's it. And that's fine, right?
Right. So, and what you said is absolutely correct. I've noticed them doing that too, playing roles of black people, and then, they come out and be like, I'm from this country, or I'm from London, and I'm playing, Harriet Tubman.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
with Cynthia, yeah. Like
Yeah.
Cynthia Erivo, having her play one of our iconic foundational Black American icons, and we've dealt with Cynthia Erivo. We've been clocking her little ass for a long time, watching the little slick shit she's been doing, and we showed them old tweets of her and her buddies. They would talk down about foundational Black Americans. I'm saying this was for the longest. Her and her friends, they would refer to us as Akatas. They talked very disparagingly about Black American women and just us, period. And then for them to put her as portraying one of our icons, we're like, no, we're not going to have that. We're not having that whatsoever. So yeah, we're starting to gatekeep because people denigrate us and then try to profit off of our icons and our legends and our ancestry. So we just have to get some rightful straightening.
Right, and I'm tracking with you on that. But before I lose my track of thought, all right.
Yes.
So when you created this FBA thing,
Now let me
did,
hold on. Let me pause you one
oh,
second. One more
I
time.
know you said that you didn't create it,
Yes.
you just
Yeah.
kind of coined it. But when it came out and
Hold
everybody
on.
started rap,
Hold on, brother. You
okay.
gotta hold on. Let's pause it for 1 second. Because you said that a couple of times and you're doing that deliberately. Why are you doing that deliberately?
No,
Now
no, no.
there's something going else. Now there's something
Oh
else
no,
going
I
on
have
now.
no underhand agendas. Trust me when I say that.
All right. Why do you keep saying
What I
that?
have is a worry, right? Because what I've noticed on this app is that they're now using the term FBA to be combative to African people. It's just a fight now. It's just a fight, and I don't think they understood or understand what you was trying to say or trying to create when you came up when you coined the term. Okay, and it's now just a battle cry where they just attacking Africans and things. Now Africans
Okay.
are Africans, and we are the foundation of Black Americans. All right, and I know that, and I'm part of that 100%. Right, but I think that the way they are fighting it now and the way they have the anger, it's like now we got our own clique, we're a gang, and now we going against them. It's us against them, and it seemed like I'm afraid that we're separating ourselves from the continent, whether you believe you're part of it or not. We are just,
Does
you
that
know.
change? Does any of that change our lineage?
It doesn't change our lineage.
Right. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. If somebody wants to be nice to everybody, don't change their lineage. If they want to be combative, that don't change their lineage. See, we're not a group. I'm not the leader. I can't control what people say to each other. That's the great thing about a lineage. There's no group, there's no consensus. All we know is that we come from a lineage that has no immigration. All right. I don't have immigrants in my family, nowhere. That's what makes you a foundational Black American. Everything else is subjective. And everything else I ain't got nothing to do with. So the
Right.
group,
And see that's I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
go
off.
ahead, brother. Go ahead.
But what's in my mind is that that's what I think one of the problems is. We have this identifier now. We have come together as a people, as foundation of Black Americans, but I don't want you to think that I'm trying to backdoor or say something snide, but you didn't put no rules down. You didn't put no.
But you don't have, it's not a group. You're right. I didn't. You're right. I'm not supposed to because I'm not the leader, sir. Why am I going to put rules on a lineage?
I understand you saying you're not the leader, man, but you are the leader. Okay, you are the
That's,
person that everybody looks for or look to.
uh-oh.
I'm not.
It's
I'm not tripping on you,
40.
man.
Uh-oh. There it
I'm not
is.
tripping on you.
That's Fed talk, bro.
That's what now?
That's Fed talk. That's what Feds, that's like Fed talk. I'm not the leader of anything. Why are you telling that lie?
Okay. I see what you're saying. All right,
That sounds like a Fed. I'm not the
that's
leader
not
of
what I'm trying
anybody.
to say.
Why
That's
would
not.
you say that? Why would
I
you,
have no
if you're
underhand.
not a Fed, why would you say that?
I'm not a Fed.
That's
Okay,
Fed talk.
so
And
okay.
You wait, no, listen to what you're saying. You're telling me, how come you ain't put down no rules? Because I ain't the damn leader. But you are the leader. What kind of shit is that's Fed talk?
All right. That's
So I
not what
mean,
I
come
was.
on, I think. Listen. If I'm standing on the corner and somebody walk up to me and say, "Hey, man, you got some work."
I'm tracking,
No,
man. I
no, no, I
understand.
ain't got I ain't got no work. You do,
Okay.
you are trapping. You do got some work. What? That's what you sound like. That's not normal.
Nah, that's not. Trust me,
That's what
that's
you
not what.
sound like, brother.
Okay, then I
You feel me?
I digress on the whole situation. Then okay, all right.
Okay, okay,
I'm
brother. Thank you so much. See, the hell. You're like, how come you ain't put no rules down? I ain't the leader. I ain't supposed to put no rules down. The hell am I put rules down for? For something that I ain't in control. I don't control nobody's lineage. The hell you talking about? What the hell? Put rules down for a lineage. Oh, yeah, but you is though. That's why family. That's why he kept trying to say you created. That was Fed talk, family. That's why I stopped him. See, catch these little words. He kept even after I clarified. Even after I clarified, I said I didn't create the term. That's a term. That I just kind of coined it and it stuck. And he said that about 3 times. Well, since you created the term, that's Fed talk. That's why I stopped him when he said that. Then he starts, look at the little keywords he's saying. Gang, y'all got a little gang that you created and you're the leader. That's Fed talk right there, family. I want y'all to see the little code words he stuck in there. Look at the little keywords he stuck in there. You watch these people. Yeah, you created gang leader. Yeah, my ears watch these people on these TikTok streets. It's fed it up, family. Family, some of these folks ain't doing these 72-hour marathon spaces just to be doing them. All right? You got feds and ops up in here. And like I said, family, he ain't FBA either. He ain't FBA. Family, y'all got to understand, this is a powerful movement that's happening right now. This is a powerful movement that's happening right now. And like I said, this is the only Black movement that can't be co-opted. You can't point to any other Black movement that wasn't co-opted by outsiders who were sent in to basically undermine everything. Yeah? This is the only movement that can't be co-opted. So that's why, again, they're trying to reframe everything. That's not by accident. So family, be careful. Listen, family, when you're in these spaces, please be careful. Watch the little code word language. Watch these folks who are always talking about leader, leader, leader. That's Fed talk. Talking about cult, leader, all that stuff. Watch these little keywords they try to use. When you start seeing just things done in repetition, these are the ops. And watch the ones with accents, the Pan-Africanism. Back in the 60s, they always used Pan-African organizations to undermine us. They were funding a lot of the Pan-African organizations. You understand? So watch these people in these spaces. And shout out to everybody for the badges. Oh, look at us, but we got 300 and we almost got 380 likes. Give me some more likes before I get out of here. I'm about to get out of here in a second. Everybody give me some more likes up here. Let's get it up to 400K. Let's get the likes up. Let me shout out some people before I roll out. Empress, what's up, Empress? Cynical, Jalen, what's up, Jalen? Brother Ty Powell in the building. Let's get this thing up. Shout out to Rashad for the rose. What's up, Andre the P for the lightning bolt. Court, Big Meek, Ty Powell in the building. I'm shouting everybody who's doing the likes, doing the badges. Linda, thanks for the rose. Blackbeard, thanks for the donut. Was that a trans donut? Hold on, wait a minute. The donut had trans colors. I don't know what to say. Hold on. Oh, wait, y'all, is there any other colors for the donuts? Y'all giving me donuts with trans colors. I'm not knocking. Can y'all make the donuts any other color? Okay. I'm not knocking nobody's lifestyle, but okay. Human, her back, Mario, what's up, Mario? King Jack. Okay, yeah, people sending me transgender donuts. I don't know what to do with that. Blackbeard again, Sister Candace with the teddy bear, Big Boda, respect. Oh damn Florida, respect. Greasy, much love to you. Sister Lola with the Panther paw, respect to you. Y'all follow my brother Leo. Y'all follow Leo, one of my mods. Y'all follow my mods if y'all can see him. Respect to everybody. Lightly, Deanna Johns, respect to you, beloved. And y'all follow me on here if you're not following me, family. All right? Thank Ania Saru, respect to you. All right. Somebody made it rain with a bunch of coins. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Shout out to the GOAT. Yes, yes, yes. Ice cream so yummy. Yes, yes, yes. Socks so warm. Somebody sent some socks. Socks so cozy. I don't know what to say. Shit. But respect to you guys, man. All right. Let me get up out of here. Y'all be good, family.
I'm no longer musty. No longer musty. Hey, I'm no longer musty. Hey, I'm no longer musty. 'Cause I got my real work on. I'm no longer musty. 'Cause I got my real work on. I'm no longer musty. 'Cause I got my real work